Hello everybody, this is that one guy doing his best Bane impression. I'm going to fly a rocket to the moon, and I hope to use this video as a proof of concept video for my future videos. So the first thing we're going to need to do is to find my ship that can get me to the moon. And as you see, I have picked the 3M Munar lander. It's basically just my heavy lifter ship with my lander on top of it. Let's take it out to the launch pad, shall we? And restore the balance of power to the Kerbals in the command center. We need to turn on the SAS as soon as the game lets me. We need to turn on the SAS, the precision controls, and we need to throttle up in order to escape the oppressive tyranny of Kerbin's sphere of influence. In 3, 2, 1, launch! Now, as you see, this launch is going fairly well. The solid rocket boosters are performing admirably. However, they will not be ejected from the system if the system will allow it to adapt to the solid rocket boosters. I really have no idea what I'm on about anymore. Go for throttle down, 3M lander. Begin your gravity roll to 60 degrees. I realize that my videos had been getting a little bit boring, so I am attempting to spice them up a little bit. Take it up a notch, if you will. As long as I can get onto the 90-degree heading, I will make it to the Mun. We shall see if I can land on the Mun immediately, but let's not get too crazy here, people. Alright, it looks as though our first set of boosters is about to burn out. So let's go ahead and prepare to jettison our boosters then, shall we? Goodbye, boosters. You are no longer needed in the grand scheme of things. Alright, I need to get on to a 10 degree above the horizon setting in order to achieve my proper alignment, speed, and altitude for a Munar injection. This rocket is not cooperating very much with me. Now, if we take a look up here on the screen, we can see that this rocket is inching its way further and further out of the atmosphere. It's not a particularly interesting point, necessarily, but it is an important concept. To be free of the oppressive atmosphere of Kerbin that gets like soup around 5,000 meters, rather. I'm hoping that the new video software I am intending to use will allow me to make this video. I am flying by the seat of my pants right now, and not in the good way. Let's speed up time a little bit. Oh, I am not under acceleration. Acceleration is a plague upon Gotham. We are going to the Mun. But first we must break Kerbin orbit. I guess achieve Kerbin orbit. I don't know. I'm not that picky. Oh, crap. As you see, the planet is trying to stop my ability to get into my parking orbit. Well, we will have to show the planet that I will not be deterred, and the people will regain control of their orbit. Alright. We are now in an orbit. Not a stable orbit as I would have hoped, but it is an orbit nonetheless. We're going to have to expand the orbit. Nobody is going to be allowed to leave the orbit until we go to the Mun. The orbit needs to get itself out of the atmosphere, dang it. Oh, you see, the orbit is even on my side as we speak. This is what is scientifically known as a wonky-as-crap orbit, son. Let's speed up time until we are able to do our trans-Munar injection. I understand that I can't go faster than I am now. But that does not mean I have to be dignified about it. Alright, we need to see what's going on. I think we're going this way, I don't know. Oh, we are, excellent. Oh, sun, alright. The Mun is there, and my cam decided to blink on me a little bit, I guess. I don't know. We are turning on the RCS to regain control of the situation. Alright, we are just about to the point where I can hit R to turn off the RCS and throttle up the rocket. I do not want to cause chaos, I simply want to restore order. As you see, our apoapsis is expanding beyond even what I thought was possible. Yes, I can do this handhold too. Doing this accent reminds me of a time that my friend came up here. We went out to a bar and I slipped into a flawless British accent. It was a good night. I hope to repeat it sometime. This takes time, my viewers, to get an apoapsis to expand out to the Mun. Did anybody catch the South Park with the UPS man? That is actually what inspired me to make a video in my Bane voice. It's an interesting phenomenon, though. The Bane voice only happens when I have a gas mask on. When I take it off, I sound like I normally do. It's very interesting. Not nearly as interesting as how slowly this orbit is expanding. Oh, would you look at that? My roommate is back! I don't think he knows that I am doing an entire video in the Bane voice. And hopefully adding PIP. Alright, we need to regain control of our periapsis. Around the Mun, anyways. We turn off the RCS, my brothers. And speed up time, because waiting 7 hours to get to the Mun is a fool's game. A game played by foolish fools. A foolish fool's game. Now, we are at the Mun. We are coming up on a point of critical importance, my viewers. We must correct our orbit. Because if we do not correct our orbit, we'll be flung off into what some people call deep space. Which isn't so deep. At times. Sometimes the deepest parts of space are quite shallow. I honestly don't know what I'm talking about. And you there, orbit, you need to correct yourself. Alright, our orbit is coming back down. When the periapsis gets to 95,000 meters, I will cut thrust if we haven't achieved a circular orbit yet. I'm going to make the most minute changes possible to this orbit in order to preserve itself around the Mun, so that I may have an easier time landing the ship. Well, I've got a minute. I'm giving a shout out to Ice Star. She's awesome. That is close enough for my purposes. So as I was going on about, we're going to have to wait a minute before we can land on the Mun. We're going to circle it a little bit first, until the light comes into such a point that I can land next to something fun, like the Munar, perhaps. Yes, I do think the Munar is perhaps our target. It will be quite a splendid landing. If the sun will hurry itself up and get off of... Okay, we're good. And here we go. We need to readjust ourselves down to the 270 heading so that we can do a burn. A burn to come down from orbit. Here we go. We are going to be approaching the surface of the Mun. And hopefully the Mun arch to a lesser extent. Whoop, okay. Now, the Mun arch is slightly north of where we are going to land. So we need to roll our ship to a heading of 000 or 360. Take your pick, it doesn't matter. Now, hopefully that is enough for us to hit the Mun arch. As my roommate noms on some Special K. Where in bloody blue blazes am I going? I have no idea which way is... Ah, okay. Well, that answers that question pretty definitively. We have Jebediah Kerman. He looks like a madman. Alright, we're going to go ahead and deploy our landing gear, so that we don't have to do that later. Also, to a lesser extent, I should probably stage, because there's absolutely nothing. I need to edit this rocket's programming. Alright, let me see. Can we see the Munar yet? Yes, we can. It's off in the distance. Now, hopefully, we're going to land close enough to it that you can see the Munar. However, I doubt that is going to happen. It is quite a ways off, and I need to start slowing down or I'm going to crash into the surface of the Mun. And to a lesser extent, I need to consolidate all that. Ride the walrus. Bill and Bob are doing their trademarked freaking out. A face which I can imagine looks like this. I suppose that would have been better had I not been wearing my Bane gas mask. Or the gas mask that makes me sound like Bane. Well, it looks like we're going to fall well shy of our objective. But the Munar is over there. I have put a Kerbal on top of it. Once. You need to wake up, computer. Alright. We need to slow our descent. We need to slow ourselves... a descent rate, I guess. We need to speed up. We need to fall faster. We need to do something. Because we can't just sit around and let the people of Kerbin be blinded by the lies. Oh, gotten a little too fast there. Either way, this moon landing is going splendidly. Unless I need to abort. That would be the one thing that I could not abide by. If you're doing a Bane voice, know what you're going to say. Don't kind of make it up on the spot. Alright, we're going to slow our descent to 50 meters per second. And then we're going to check on the IVA to see what the radar says our range to the ground is. It's not being picked up on the ground radar yet. That does not surprise me in the least. Yes, we missed the Munar like chaps. Are there any boulders around here? Yep, boulders. Are we going to land on a boulder? Because that would be unfortunate. Okay, we're about 500 meters. How far is that? You, sir. We're about 1,000 meters from the ground. I feel like now would be the time to be slowing down. Like a madman. Seriously, slow down. Alright. Keep a nice, stable landing orientation and we should be fine. I'm not entirely sure how much these legs can take. Please tell me we're landing near a boulder. Ah, yes, there's something I can go explore. Okay. You, sir, need to speed up. Don't want to be here all day. Everybody's all excited now. Speed up, speed up, speed up. I don't want to crash and die. And bounce and land. There we go. We're on the Mun, people. Because I don't want to... Alright. Here we go. We're going out to that rock. That is the entire purpose of our moon mission. Always was. We were never going to the moon arch. The Mun Arch is worth visiting, though. Perhaps in a later non-Bane voice video. Put your jetpack away. Jump. Ha ha! Okay, there we are. A rock. How splendid. Get back to the ship so we can get home. Or perhaps not. Perhaps I should simply leave it at that. In fact... Oh, don't fall over. What do you do when you fall down? But pick yourself back up, Jeb. Okay. I think I am done with this voice and landing. Grab, 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 grab. Grab. There we go. Climb up. Take hold of the ladder. And get back into your ship. Okay. This has been that one guy doing a Bane voice. Have a good day.